Good morning. Good morning. It's 4:30 a.m. I'm at the gym, LA Fitness. Regular routine, baby. Regular routine. You got to stay committed. You got to stay focused. And what I'm learning more and more and more. Woke up yesterday morning. Got to the gym. Came home. Took the kids to school. Regular routine. Went through all that. Got home. Was sitting there doing some work. My wife was getting ready for her day. And I said, yo, you know what today is? She says, what? I said, today is midweek service. We both got excited. Now, the crazy thing is we have long days, especially when you have to pick kids up on one side of town, another side of town, and everything in your life is not going right. Everything in our life is not going as planned. And I had a talk with my wife a couple days ago, and I said, here's the deal. Here's the deal going forward. And if you can accept this, and if you can learn to control your emotions and recognize this one eternal fact is that nothing ever will go as planned. And I gave her an example of building a house. Even if you're building your perfect house, you got $1 million in the bank, you're more than financially stable to build this house, something is going to still go askew. And it's the people who are not mentally in that state of mind that typically freak out, lose their composure the most, because the assumption is that if you have money, the assumption is if you plan correctly, the assumption is if you do all these different crazy things, everything will go as planned. And it won't. So we're in a hectic life and we have a lot of things going on. Our mortgage payments are not where they need to be. Our credit card debt is higher than we want it to be. And business is working better than it ever has. You gotta stay in faith. But we were excited about midweek service. I know that last week my wife said, hey, I want to go to that. And I said, well, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire on that. I said, I already have it set in my phone. It will alert me about an hour, 2 hours before we need to be there. And let's go. And we were tired. But you'll be surprised that when you're persistent and you're consistent about being better in life, understanding the principles, understanding the terms, understanding what to expect, you'll be surprised how pleasant things not going right become. You begin to expect, not that it's not going to work out, but you begin to expect when something comes up and rears its head, not to go in complete shutdown and shock anymore, but to say, I figured something would happen. But on the inside of that, saying, if I stay in faith and I stay cool, what will turn out, what looks like it's to my detriment, will end up being to my blessing. So we end up in church on a Wednesday night. I bet my grandmother was smiling in heaven. Smiling. Look at my grandson. Look at him with his whole family. Happy. My daughter was happy. She's one. She was running into the little nursery. She wasn't crying, kicking, oh God, I don't want to be here. My other son, he's giving us high fives, hugging us. Hey, love you, see you in a little bit. Running up the stairs to get to where he's got to go. We're happily, and at that moment, I had to catch myself. Because at that moment, I know that's when the devil wants to steal it. That happiness. To kill, steal, and destroy. And I was so happy, and I had to catch myself and say, Jermaine, you deserve to be happy. Your wife deserves to be happy. Your kids deserve to be happy. Live in that moment. Create more of them. And just be happy. So, things ain't perfect. But keep this in mind. if you let the journey be just that, life will be so much more worth living. Take care, stay blessed.